I don't know how many of you met our master and how many of you really observed his life and made part of it. We all say, I would like to become like master. But how? How are we going to do that? When we observe lifestyle of the great masters, what appeals to us is their mastery. But we should go a little bit into their past before they became masters. What is it that made them the masters? So I would request you all to read their lives before they became masters. What were those high or pristine qualities that stood out and made them what they became, see? And after they became what they became, for example, master, the outstanding quality that we can say or highlight in a master. There are so many of them, but one of them that strikes out the most in our master's life was his poise. He was never in a moment of rush. Even when there were 10 abhyasis waiting, he'll attend to them one by one. He would give a group satsang, he'll take his time, finish it. Giving individual sittings, he'll take his time, finish it. Whatever task was given to him, he will do it with absolute poise. There was never a moment of rush or hyper breathing, as we call it, short of breath doing his tasks. Even when he cooked, there was love oozing in his movements. When he fired us also, there was poise and there was a lot of love in it. There was no element of rushing. He took his time in doing all those things so nicely. See? Now, why I'm saying all these things, you see these cameras, these are all high-tech cameras. There were times earlier when you could click and the photo will be blurred. And when you keep go on clicking one after the other, all 36 will be blurred. But with these high-tech cameras, you can go on 10 frames a second and still it will be clear. Because the lenses are automated in such a way, fixed in such a way, that their functions are automatic and it perceives the clearer picture. With our mind like a camera's, is it high-tech mind? Is it well-developed mind with its absolute awareness? Or when we look at people like this, we just glance through and we don't register anything. Even cameras take better pictures, but our minds are rushing to find a beautiful face, and face stays there. Eyes are standing still on that face because of our impressions that we carry with ourselves. Oh, this is a beautiful face, and we get stuck. When we listen to things also, we hear and we interpret things the way we want to. Even when we see things, we interpret with our own likes and dislikes. Seeing and listening, these are two fundamental things with which we survive. But there too, there is so much of filtration because of our consciousness is so fixated because of our past impressions, creating prejudice. I'll give you one small example. I heard a small boy doing a monologue during one of our functions in Allahabad. Very young boy, 9 years old. he said, I love this story so much, so he forced Master to sit on a stage. Please don't get up, I have to finish this today. And he forced Master to sit on the stage and he performed with his heart. See. He said, you know, Master, there was one happy family living in one village. The head of the house, the husband, got a telegram that mother is coming home. So he gives his good news to his wife. Mother is coming home. Let's do something great for mother. So, wife quietly reacts without showing her expression on the face. She prepares all kinds of rubbish food, see. Mother is coming, mother. When a person arrives, that's her own mother. You see how silly, see, he didn't say anything else. Mother is coming. But she interpreted, my mother-in-law is coming. How this stuff? So when we also experience something profound, how do we interpret those experiences in our lives? Let's say you had morning meditation today, right? You felt something. What did you write in your diaries? Or just like that, okay, mother is coming. Or are you going further with further interpretation, see? I felt peaceful when you write in your diary. Or I felt restless. Or I felt so many thoughts during the meditation. Okay, nothing wrong with these thoughts. Don't struggle with them, but don't conclude them. Just observe and write. Don't conclude and say it is because of this, or it is because of that, or it is because of that. No. Nothing is good or bad in meditation. Whatever comes, we should accept it and move on. See? Because everything is coming up because of something. See, we have the vast ocean of our past, immeasurable. And with this present, we are only trying to create one wave in the future. And the past is so strong that one wave won't be able to go even higher. It is sucked into the big ocean again, into your past. And we remain lost in the past all the time. See, Sahaj Marg wants to get us out of the clutches of this past, immeasurable oceans. And the wave that we need to create in our life should not be a small wave, but such a gigantic wave that it can take the ocean itself and swallow it. That sort of restlessness we must be able to create to achieve the highest. Someone said today to me, oh, I want to have everything today. But at the same time, we should not be so crazy also, rushing for achieving Godhood. Or I must realize God today. That's also a fancy idea, see. We don't know, first of all, what God is and what achievement is also. We move on little by little with our complete awareness. Like a camera, see, when it is moving from here to here, without capturing anything real, you go on clicking, but it's not capturing much. When my mind moves from one thought to another thought, one action to another action, one feelings to another feeling, see, I must be fully aware of those things. Without this awareness, we don't go anywhere. It will be a futile exercise of clicking. Even in meditation, when we go deeper into meditation, and there is a state we realize, oh, I am completely gone. But still, there is some sort of awareness that tells me I am gone. Who is it that provides this awareness? When you are absolutely gone, who is speaking to me that you are gone? See? Who is watching this? That is the real self. People often say, oh, I don't really know what this self is all about, but this is the proof that even when I am absolutely